Hey, we are finally up, guys. Sorry for the 1 hour delay here. We had some technical difficulties, but as you can see, I'm here with Mong. I like to call Mong 99 everything. 99 catch, 99 route, 99 touchdown. And then I'm also repping the Incredibles as we are both original Incredibles here. I don't know if Mong remembers those days. He was a 17-year-old player for us.
Yep.
Remember those days, Mong?
Yep.
And then with him being on Villagers, what I'm doing is I'm gonna be carrying this belt because he is a champ. So gotta show the champs the respect. but but thanks Mo for being on. We're gonna go and just go over some questions. But before I do, gonna pop a little beverage here. Whoever's watching, pop yourself one too. This show is pretty much not kid friendly. That's what we post on our YouTube channel. So, sorry. Thanks, Mom.
Yep. No problem, man. Yeah, I got my smeared off screwdriver. Just the already made, not the. I gotta put it together.
Oh, and I just want to give Rocky a shout out. We couldn't get Rocky on, I don't know, for some weird reason, but actually a great intro for him too, man. He was gonna be do you know what the Rocky is not cooking because he can sing, he can dance, play football, lift. So hey, that's Rocky. We wish we could have got him on, but unfortunately we couldn't. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead with the interview here. Just get some of Mong's how many years have you been in?
Uh, so I started at 17, and then shoot, yeah, 17, 10, 12 years of Mong flag football, man.
Yeah. So
Long time.
So 12 years of HFF. So many experience. That's why we have Mong on. See if we can pick his brain out, get some info on some teams and his opinions on stuff. So yeah. So let's get started. So I wrote some questions down here. First question I got for you, just because I hear about the fields and stuff all the time. What's your favorite tournament/field to play on?
Yeah, like I played in a lot of fields, a lot in Wisconsin, a lot of tournaments back in the days, good, bad. But the field that, that I would prefer, it's got to be Walsall Fields because it's perfectly cut, no rocks, no holes anywhere, no potholes. It's like because this I believe the Wassa fields are like owned by East Bay or something like that. So it's like professionally like done. And then it's not like like Brown County. I mean, Brown County, they should definitely clean up their fields. They promised new fields, but hey, we never got to play on it because tournaments in Green Bay ended, and just by looking at the fields still, it's a little in bad condition. But other than that, it's got to be Wausau. Wausau fields are the best.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But
like Minnesota is like the biggest stage, but their fields don't compare to Wausau fields.
Doesn't Minnesota have like one or two good fields and then some that aren't good?
Yeah,
Because I see some pictures
yeah,
and it looks like it's all turf.
yeah, they do, but they stopped letting HFF play on the turf like I want to say 3
really?
years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yep.
Is there a reason why?
Honestly, I don't know because they usually have the soccer finals there, and then the Minnesota for the finals we play on the better fields of the four because I believe two of them are on the baseball sand or their diamond.
No, I saw that. I feel like that's dangerous.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks when you freaking roll on it and you like your whole skin peel off and shit. That happened to me.
Yeah, especially in the rain.
It sucks.
Like it just feels like ACL tears. Hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. So next one I got for you. You can be biased. I like bias. Favorite team you ever played on?
uh,
Don't forget.
you know, yeah, I started with well, I'll start my timeline. Like I started with Incredibles. I appreciate, just getting into the Mong flag football, like I was pretty pumped up for that because like I'm competitive, and I played football as a kid a lot. And when I first knew about, this tournament stuff, you know, like it made me like, dang, I get to compete against other Hmong people, and I appreciate Incredibles inviting me to be with them. And then after that, after Incredibles ended, I was with Most Wanted for maybe until they ended too. We lasted probably like 4 years, and then that's when I joined Incredibles. And I want to no, I meant Villagers. After that, I want to say the the team that I had the most like fun to play with because maybe I just like grew up more. It's got to be Villagers because I matured more as a man. I learned the sport more. I wasn't afraid anymore. Like I was able to go and enjoy it even more.
Yeah, definitely hear you.
Yeah,
I will say,
yeah.
if you were 21 for Incredibles, you would have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was pretty young, but I say if like I always think about this too. Like if we actually stay together and we were really committed, because we have talent, we were just too
Yeah,
raw.
I always say that too. I think I told Cash and Sean that too. Like you look at a lot of our players, like they went to like other teams and they were starters or they were focal points of a team.
Yeah,
So I'm like, yeah, if we would all play together, we would, But honestly, we weren't even that dedicated. That's why we have this podcast because like it's fun to talk about it and let's say we joke around with Incredibles all the time. Like until this day, all of us are still friends. You know,
yeah.
and it's just funny that we're the ones that ended up with a podcast. But backpacking on the team wise, what team did you like playing against the most, especially with Villagers? With you guys going to Minnesota and winning those tournaments, and why did you like
Oh yeah.
playing against them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I played against a lot of teams and a lot of talent, a lot of home talent. And the team that I enjoy playing the most and I look forward to is it's gotta be Black Venom.
That's a lot
Black
of
Venom,
people's selection.
yeah. Because they're super talented. Like they bring the best out of me. Like not that I don't bring like the best out of me on any other team, but it's like when I play against Black Venom, it's always we're gonna meet them in the finals or like second day elimination. And I know that to beat Black Venom, I gotta, push myself like to another level, because they're gonna bring because I play offense and their defense, they play a lot of press man. So it's gonna be like a grind or rough. It's gonna be a like punch in the face kind
Yep.
of game. And that's why I like I like to like just go at them 100, no breaks, man. Just like just battle it out. You know, they're not soft, so that brings like our intensity if we want it or if we don't want it. So Black Venom for sure, the best team that I would that I played against, and I look forward to playing.
Hmm. What if you can play against any team from any era? Would it be above Black Venom, or would they still be number one?
One team that I never had a chance to play against is, the reason why they are the best team, but I never got to play against them is got to be Lights Out. Everyone talks Lights Out because they're all
Yeah.
Hmong, but you know, I ref their game once. They came to Green Bay, and watching their videos on YouTube and stuff, I gotta say they're so connected. Like the chemistry is on point. Nothing like no mistakes. If it's mistakes, it's like little to none. That's how good they are.
Yeah, I would say pretty dedicated to come from California to Minnesota for a tournament.
Yeah. That's why I say, man, like Minnesota is like the Super Bowl, dude. Like you get teams from Rhode Island, you get teams from Kansas,
Yeah.
yeah, and from the West Coast is crazy.
What about prime nemesis of Wisconsin versus prime villagers? Who do you got?
Oh,
Because nemesis is the
yeah,
first
I had a
Wisconsin to win J4.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a pretty tough one, like
You know, a lot of the teams I bring up are going to be old teams because I only know the old teams.
yeah. No, that's cool because I you know I played during that time with you too, so I know how good they were, and they you know they got good really fast. When they won J4, the league was a little bit different than now. I mean, I'm going to be a little bit biased here, but I know how good they are. But like nowadays, it's all spread. No one runs anymore. It's all about the quarterback is going to pass, pass, pass. We ain't running the ball no more. Like back in the days, it's all about back then. It's all about smash mouth football. You know, having like two tight ends, and then just running it in like a dive left, right, or like a power right or something like that, like a toss power right. But now it's all about four receivers, five receivers. Your tight end better be able to, catch, and be elite because our tight end was pretty elite and our package was more like just pass. So I want to say it's gonna be a close game because but when it came down to it, I gotta say us, not by a lot though.
Mm.
I know other guy. I know veterans are gonna say, no, dude, you're wrong and stuff." But like right now, 2018, villagers being like grown now and like mature, knowing the game more and just how fast the game is. It's just like your previous podcast with the other guys, Cash, and like what what they stated, like guys are quicker and stronger. Yeah, that is true. But in a way, you know, the guys back in the days, they're pretty strong too. Like they're pretty rough, and they could like they show no mercy. Yeah, like I'm not gonna just like say kids nowadays are pretty fast or pretty quick, but it is about like the mental game too, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I
So
mean,
I mean, if I say if there was a score, it's gonna be a close game because it's gotta be like 21-21, maybe 21-13, because we don't
mm,
kick field goals. I mean, it's gonna be 6 and 7, depending on they go 1.2 point conversion. So
mm,
close game.
yeah. No, I honestly, yeah, I think I might take Nemesis. They were pretty good, and they were big.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool to watch Rocky versus the Wall. That would be uh, that would be the ultimate matchup. But hey, any viewers, if you have a question, pop it in there. I'll ask Mong the question too. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. This is my favorite one because I always make people choose me. Favorite teammate you ever had, besides myself, I guess. But because I'm always everyone's favorite teammate.
Oh, favorite teammate. There's a
And
lot.
why?
Hmm. Honestly, I want to say Rocky, man. Yeah. I mean,
That guy does do everything.
yeah, I wish he was on the podcast. I wish he was here. Yeah, like that guy, like when I joined Villagers, you know, he gets along with everybody. Like I mean, it comes to a point, but with his joking and shit, but he's a good teammate. He's the one that comes to me at the sideline. He's like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, you know, just next play, next play. If you mess up this play, don't forget about it. It's all about the next play. So he's always like encouraging me. Not no nobody really encourages me on the team because it's just like, yeah, I've been playing this game for so long too, but at the same time, he's the one that comes and tells me like, hey, dude, don't worry, just step it up. We got this, and it makes me forget about it. The thing is that, yeah, like overall, he's a good teammate. I'm pretty sure he does this to everybody else too, but yeah, he does it to me.
Yeah. No, for real. Yeah, like I've seen him play, man. Dude, that guy's like legit built like a bull. Like, I don't know how you get to him. Like,
Yeah,
it's like, man, that guy's freaking strong as heck.
yeah,
So
man. He's the type of player that you want on your team.
yeah. So that's good to hear. Like I like when people talk about their teammate. I had a girl on to we did a podcast on women's flag football too. She went very in depth into like hers, which was cool, but I couldn't post that one because it cut out so bad that I couldn't edit it enough. So I got to get her back on and get a live one going. I think hers was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rocky, you're getting a bunch of shout outs, dude.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that you had a podcast, and I know her too. So hopefully you get that up.
Yeah,
for sure.
hopefully I can. All right, so let's jump on the next one. We kind of touched a little bit on this already, but top 5 teams of all time for you.
Like
Anywhere,
anywhere.
as long as you've been playing and watching.
Okay. All right. Yeah, like experienced a lot of teams.
And see if it matches mine. I got mine.
All right. Well, it
I
might be a
top
little
5.
bit different. It might be a little bit different because, like, I believe you never seen
Yeah.
Lights Out play.
Besides highlights on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, starting from 5, I want to say the best teams.
I would say, well,
Starting from 5.
let's rephrase it. Your favorite teams to watch play. Favorite teams to watch play.
Okay. Yeah, that makes it.
Yeah.
Number 1, I gotta say, Black Venom. Black Venom's number 1 team I like to watch play.
All right.
I watch them all the time. I scout them.
2.
Number two, I gotta go with. Number 2, I gotta go with Lights Out.
Okay.
Lights Out. I seen them play like twice, but that twice convinced me enough already.
Like 3.
That's 3. I gotta go with.
Austin's got a question for you too.
I gotta go with number 3. I gotta go with Bomb Squad.
Okay.
Back in the days, I really liked it how they play. Number 4, I liked watching young villagers because they were up and come up. Really, that's like one of the teams that were really unexpected, but they always played with their hearts.
Did we play them as Incredibles in Sheboygan?
I'm not sure. They did start. They did start 09. They were established 09. So
I think we played them once, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember playing against them.
And then the 15.
All right, my 15. Shoot.
Rocky might be joining soon.
Yeah, let's try to get him in. Yeah, my 15, I gotta say Nemesis. Nemesis 15.
That's pretty good. Yeah, mine are mainly Wisconsin teams. Number 1 or number 5, Nemesis, just because I don't know, they were just really good, and they actually they actually ran the ball really, really well too. Which is pretty rare for that. Number 4 would be Monsters. I think Monster needs they don't get a lot of credit, but I think they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I like them.
They're good.
Yeah. Number 3. Man, I forgot who I have for 3. But I pretty much is it XCon that we used to always say there's a bunch of gangsters.
Yeah, XCons. XCons is their coach is one that always freaking swear.
and
They're
my top two, only because I like when they play each other, is Bomb Squad and Hellraisers.
yeah, that's a good
Because
pick.
I always like that game where when they had cops at each end zone in each quarter on ATVs, just in case they fight. Yeah. I always rooted for the cops because I always wanted the cops to beat both teams because I wanted both teams to get beat. But
Yeah, those
that was but Hellraisers like one of my favorite teams to watch play just because we personally know those guys and said it's always funny like they always almost get into fights.
yeah, those two were the rivalry back then, the Green Bay rival.
And then
Yeah, and to bring that up, you remember our game against Bounce Squad when we should have won.
wait, it happened twice, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
The one where
Yeah,
when Thompson intercepted it,
yeah,
we won that.
yeah. There was another one too. I can't remember what happened, but he beat them.
I don't remember that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, no, I remember that one. Yeah, I mean, we got that pick and they called it back. There's a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and they said it was Joe. Joe intercepted it.
Jolie, yeah.
And they said he didn't have flanks.
Yeah.
And they brought him back. Yeah, he was untouched.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a made up rule.
That's why I hate that rule when they say that the losing team refs. I always hated that rule. I always wish they had higher refs.
Yeah, because people are gonna pick and choose.
But we got a question from Austin Lee here. I normally don't care about Austin's questions, but I guess I'll say this one. He said, "Who is a better DN, Choi or Chufu?"
Chufu.
For you. Who?
Chufu. Yep, Chufu.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Because I mean, they both have their plus and their ups and downs, like what they're good at, what they're bad at. Chui's more like a bull rusher, and he has that speed too. But I think Chufu is so quick, being not the tallest, but being a defensive end. That O-line better have some good footwork and some freaking good technique with his hands, because Chufu's going to be going in like the spin move, right? Chufu's the one that does the spin move. He does the spin move sometimes, right? Yeah.
See, Chufu has a non-stop motor,
Yeah.
But the thing with Choi is he can get you a sack. Like Chufu is like your overall DN that sack, tackles, whatever. But when you're like, we need a sack, that's what for Choi is. Like Choi is your pass rusher. Like he's strictly a pass rusher, whereas Chufu is like an overall DN. Like he can stop the run. He can get a sack.
Yeah. Well, when we had them, that was probably our strong point in our defense.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. I mean, both having one or the other couldn't go wrong, because they were so effective in our games.
That's how I got sacks as D tackle. They rushed in. I stood there because I didn't move, and then I got that sack when the quarterback came up.
Hey, that's smart, dude. You just, hey, you do your responsibility, watching the holes, the A and B gap.
Yeah, Austin Lee got another question, man. He says, "Will Prime Chufu beat Rocky?" Ooh, yeah.
Prime Chufu? No, Rocky's good. Rocky went against some elite DNs, and when you feel that guy, I'm telling you, man, that guy is like a freaking. When his name ain't Rock for nothing, man.
Yeah.
He's like,
I don't think Chufu
fit.
Yeah, Rocky's pretty solid. All right, next one. We kind of touched base on this, but best Wisconsin team ever.
Wisconsin strictly best Wisconsin team ever. Ooh, that's a hard one because Bomb Squad never won J4, but they ran Wisconsin for a long time.
Yeah.
Nemesis won J4, and they ran Wisconsin for a bit too, but not as long as Bomb Squad's tenure. So I gotta say Nemesis, best Wisconsin team. They ran
Nemesis?
with Nemesis. They won J4, and they ran Wisconsin for a bit too.
Yeah. Ooh, man, this beer is thick. But yeah, I would. Yeah, to me, it's between those two. But I think I would lean Nemesis just because when they hit their peak, they were pretty good. You know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely because they came up so fast.
Yeah.
They got good really fast.
Yeah. And so like they just have like size for every position. You know?
Yep.
All right. Uh, all right. So this is the one thing that I hate the most. It's that non-Asian rule where you can only have two non-Asian players playing. Like I think that's a stupid rule. I feel like I get that we're promoting like Southeast Asian athletes, but I feel like if you want to become better, you let everyone play. Like not saying that other ethnicity is better at sports, but you know, like you let everyone play and best team wins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I totally understand where your point of view is. I mean, I have my own too, and that's why we're having this. And I want to say, like, you know, I do agree with the two rule, just because you know it helps a lot of these younger Hmong generation, like get off the streets for something for them to do. These tournaments are for uh us Asian people, like Hmong in general, because to come together, compete, and having fun, and getting kids to, be in sports instead of being gangs and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
You know, as the years went on, like in the 90s, a lot of gangs, we didn't have sports. But 2000s, gangs started dying. Kids want to play sports. They want to come to tournaments, and it gives them something to look forward to, like, uh, back in the days we had like what, 6 tournaments? Dude, there's a lot, and the kids look forward to that. Like they get hyped up on Friday nights, they're like, damn, I can't wait for it. That helps a lot of us young people not being gangs anymore, off the streets, you know,
Yeah.
putting these tournaments together. Yeah, so that's my point of view on it. And, just traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like, but
yeah, I get that part of trying to promote the Southeast Asian, but yeah, I don't know. I always thought that like the non-Asian people that do play, I always thought they were very respectful to like the culture that like even when you go to a tournament, they eat the food, they embrace whatever's going around. You never see them cause issue.
yeah,
Right,
I mean,
because non-Asian rule applies because it opens up opportunities for non-Asians to compete in our own community. See, which I understand that. That's where like that's why I get it, but I just like it'd be cool to compete against everyone.
yeah. Well, I mean, we do have some hosts where, I mean, the non-Asian people don't really apply. And that's one team that comes with like, 4 Asians and everybody else is not Asian. I don't know if you know the team, but I mean,
The only
we
team I
end up doing,
remember was that team that had like 9 dudes and they always played offense and defense. I remember the whole game. The
oh,
quarterback was like a Korean dude.
no, it's not that
Yeah, I
team.
can't remember that
It's not that team.
team, but they were pretty good. But yeah, I just thought I always felt that that rule like I don't know. I just wish that they would just allow whoever to play. I mean, I
Yeah, like,
have some Asians,
yeah,
but
the level of competitive, like, competition.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not saying that they're better, but like sometimes it's just like I don't know, go against a 6 foot white dude and see how good you are.
Yeah,
you know,
like I'm throughout the 12 years that I play, there's guys that come from college like divisions, like 2 or 3, right? Not like top, but they come and they come and play against us, and they're not that great, even though they're the only really really good one that I have ever seen. And I had this conversation with another guy before. He plays too. Is Mama's boy. He is the most legit dude that I have ever seen playing home flag football coming from
who do you play
division ball.
for? Yeah.
Mama's boy. Black
Oh yeah, Blackbird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and Demons.
I remember that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably he's like 6'2". He just goes up with one hand. It doesn't even matter, and he just snatches it. He has so much highlights. Jeez, and he's just catching over like 5'9", 5'7" Asian dudes. But that's when this was like the 2012 2015 BV era, when they were they're even better than they're now. Like that era is even better than the BV now, because it's a bunch of younger guys. The older guys retired. But yeah,
I feel like if you go up against Mama's boy every year, you eventually will get better. That's what I like, if they just allow it. But
yeah,
no, but I completely understand that end of it too. Like it is nice to promote the Southeast Asian culture, or athletes, because I think they had that rule for everything, maybe besides soccer. I don't know, because I see some teams that have some non-Asian looking people on the soccer team.
yeah. I'm not too sure about soccer rules, but yeah, I do see them having other race play too, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and then Austin said that team was paralysis. I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the team that I couldn't come up to
yeah.
name. We played against them as most wanted, and we lost them. It was a super close game. I think we should have won that game, but shoot, I don't know how we lost, man. Jeez, I remember.
I see, that team was pretty good though. That quarterback was pretty legit.
Yeah, it was paralysis, and the other team that allowed like more than non-Asian is Forbidden
Oh
Soldiers.
yeah. I forget that team. Those were they were Forbidden Soldier was Incredible's nemesis. Can't believe we never beat them. No, I think we beat them once. But man. All right. In your opinion, how did Villagers go from average team to J4 team?
Mm. Yeah, that's a good question too. And like I said earlier, like everyone knew Villagers was on the come up. They had a lot of young talent. It was just about growth. Just and I believe they were missing some key pieces on defense and a bit of offense. Their offense was pretty good already, but like 2000, like I want to say people started noticing them 2011 going forward, because I joined, I believe, 2014, and everyone knew. They saw the intense games they had, and then boom, Most Wanted ended, and then I joined Villagers. Austin joined Villagers. Um, they recruited Charlie and Adam from Nemesis, you know, and then it just went on from there. The thing about Villagers is they were young. Their egos was really high up there. They I think they played, some of the athletes. They really played like within themselves. Just the way we saw it from the outside before I joined them. I don't think they had that. All right, you guys just let it go. We play as a team. But I think they always had that. They knew it. Maybe it's just what some other guys see. I mean, I thought I saw that too from that before I joined them. But yeah, like they had super potential. Really welcoming guys. They're like a family. That's probably like the biggest part that I joined them. They treat me like a family. They were really welcoming. And then when we joined them, us four, we joined them. We knew that they were freaking good already. They were just missing some key pieces, the discipline. And Austin was able to, help villagers put the ego a little bit down, get the guys together. Skill wise was better, nothing wrong against the other guys, but hey, I'm gonna speak the truth, we helped them a lot. Guys just had to grow. They just had to grow up, and they did grow up. I mean, they had Roger. They had Roger Ambi already. We all know Kova. One of the top quarterbacks in Mong football. We just had to, keep growing, play together. And then in 2016, I believe, that was one of the most heartbreaking years that we had. We lost to Aftermath. That helped us a lot, even more. We lost to them in semis. I believe it was semis or, yeah, it was semis because I think they beat us to go to the finals, and then Aftermath lost to BV. But we lost to Aftermath. It was kind of some bullshit calls that, we had. There was guys that dropped the balls, but they covered it so well that, the refs called it a catch. But we lost to them. Dude, there were so many guys crying that day because, man, that's like one of our hardest tournaments we ever freaking played, dude, that game against Aftermath. And then
Which tournament was
that
that?
helped us, Minnesota July 4th. Yep. And we trained a lot. I think that was Austin's last year coaching us on the offensive side of the ball.
Okay.
And yup, I cried too because we played on that freaking trash ass field with a baseball diamond, and that's what I said. I tore the skin and shit on my knee,
Yeah,
and my elbow, and I got the war marks on me still. And when that game ended, I was like, we should have won this game. I think we only lost by like a touchdown. I was fucking crying. Guys, my teammates were crying. I knew how they felt because we freaking practiced hard as fuck that year. We went through hills. We went on hills that were so fucking high. Dude, there was a time when I was like, my other coach, Fong Zhang, big props to him too. He does a great job too. And my other coach, Kong Bang, he at the time he coached, and now he was full-time, but he moved to defense because Austin and Fong was more focused on the offense side of the ball. But we ran these hills, and it was my fault too. I drank the day before, and I couldn't run the hills. So I was like, hey, Coach Fong, let me rest for a bit. I'm gonna run these hills. I am gonna run these hills, because I'm not gonna give up. Everybody finished already. My legs were like fucking dead beat. Like I couldn't even run. So after like a 20-minute rest, I ran the hills. Like I finished my hills. That's how much these guys wanted it. They wanted it that bad that year when we lost to Aftermath, and that loss propelled us. And then 2017, we got eliminated by Black Venom on, the second day. We knew that they were our team that we had to compete against. And I think we only lost by a touchdown. It was like super close too. And then that's when 2018. We knew we got it, in the off season, like what Cash said, like, dude, we watched films. We had we had a playbook, like plays called out. We didn't even need a playbook. We had to memorize it. That's how, it's like going to school, dude. That's how big it was. That's what, dude, I drove an hour and a half just to go film study, and we didn't have practice.
man.
Yeah. That's how dedicated I was to this team, because I knew that this team was going to go to finals. These guys, I'm going there, and, I'm not a stranger to them. We're actually going to chill. We're going to talk football. We're going to drink after, but I go to Milwaukee, watch video for like an hour, and I drive an hour and a half.
Yeah. Cash,
Yeah, and then boom.
Cash was telling me that. I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, like I had guys come and tell me, from other teams, and they joined us. They're like, dude, we never watched film. Our coaches never put all this effort to helping us, And I'm just like, well, you're in a good spot. Villagers, they want to win. We play these tournaments not to lose. We do a lot to help our guys and putting them in good positions to win. We dissect teams like so much. our coaches they dissect teams. We go live and we watch, other teams like plays and stuff, and we draw them out and we stop them at practice. Yeah,
what year
that's
did
how
you guys
dedicated we are.
take for?
2018. After
Oh,
all
okay.
of this, after yeah,
Okay.
2018. That's when we're like, dude, we're taking this. We played in bad weather. We played in rain. We played in every element besides snow. I mean, it's summer, but yeah, rain, the wind. Thank God, like the finals was perfect weather. That's when we played against BV because it's like this ain't gonna stop us. We played through all the elements, and we played against top teams. We beat Aftermath to go to the finals. They beat us, we beat them. We ain't letting nothing blocking us. And then, you met BV, we beat them 21-13, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, I was trying to remember. It seems like it was so long ago, but it was only 2018. But I guess there has been no tournament this year at all, this past year. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's what Cash was telling me, and I was like, damn, dude. And like, you know what we did when Curtis got together? We just popped cans and so I was like, dude, that's why Villagers won. But just to clarify, you guys won after Austin Lee left, right?
Yeah. 2 years later we won.
He's trying to take a jab at Austin again.
Yeah,
but
a lot.
Rocky asks, is J4 the Super Bowl? And you would say yes, it is the Super Bowl of Mong flag football.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because it brings the best out of these young guys, older guys. It brings teams from the West Coast, South Coast, South, East. I mean East, West, South. Teams from different out of states. They come and they compete here, and it's fun because back in the days, there's there used to be like 30 plus teams. There used to be like 3 teams from Cali just coming to Minnesota, and even now we get like 20 plus. So that's still good. And what's surprisingly, we get teams from East Coast, like Rhode Island. They came like 2-3 years in a row. And that ain't cheap.
I know, that's crazy.
So
that people do that. It still blows my mind. Like, we're from Green Bay, we won't. Incredible just never wanted to. And we had places where we could sleep, man. It wouldn't even cost us anything. But yeah, no, that was a great detailed answer. But like I said, like that, it was just crazy because I just remember Villagers was like I remember them playing like our last year playing. They weren't that good, and then like they just next thing you know they're the best team in Wisconsin, which is it's just crazy to think that.
yeah,
Well, actually, since we never played each other, but I feel like we did for some reason.
I'm not sure. Yeah, like I can't remember. But one thing I want to point out is that Villagers is the first Wisconsin team that went back to back.
Oh, you guys went back to back?
Yep, we lost to Black Venom by a touchdown, which Roger almost caught, but his other foot was out of bounds, and that was the last play. That was clipped, but we were the first to go back to back. So, I mean, that's something I could brag about.
That's right. That's right about this all. Told you. That's right.
Man, I just wish we won. Shoot. It's a sad way to end the year, man.
All right, next question. Ian, John, yeah, Kidu Robots, best basketball team.
What, when you guys were in Sheboygan? I remember that.
We woke up and just went to go play, too. Right.
Pretty sure you guys got done drinking, too.
Top 5 players. This is the second to last question I have for you. Your top 5 players. Any position, any team.
Well, I'll go based off of what I see the most. Like, I'm not gonna mention like teams that I watched like just twice or something. But number one, and I don't want to say I just want to strictly go with Asians. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I mean, I can say Mama's Boy number 1 because he is that fucking good. But number 1, I gotta go with one guy that I watched a lot. Gotta go with Mikey BV, quarterback, Black Venom. It's just that he has so much weapons too, but he's that good of a quarterback. His pocket presence, he's like
Okay.
Tom Brady. He never ran. His pocket presence were so good. He had these D ends like they try to like go wide on him. Like he could just sense the pressure. He's just in the pocket and he just throwing like passes over DBs, just like where receivers can catch it, like the over shoulder. So he's so accurate. Like he put it in like holes like between linebackers and like they're perfectly covered. Number two, I gotta go with I'm going with quarterbacks. Shoot. Well, my second one is a quarterback. Second one is Kova. Yeah, like
Okay.
You hear a lot about him, and I'm a receiver. I'm catching balls from him, and he's that good. Being a mobile quarterback and throwing on the run. There's times when he throws and his feet aren't even planted on the ground. He's like Aaron Rodgers out there. Like everyone compares him to Aaron Rodgers, which I'm not gonna deny that because that's the truth. He's like the Mong Aaron Rodgers. Like his pocket presence is pretty good. But he can run the ball, and his running ability was key to our 2018 championship. Where sometimes when the guys are covered and BV, they're guys, they like to go wide a lot, and so the middle was totally open. And our tight end is a fucking beast, so he left that open. The linebackers went with him too. Like our tight end takes double coverage, even though he's not the fastest, but he takes double coverage. He takes the linebacker and safeties like on our tight end. So Kova number two.
One thing about
And
Kova.
one thing,
Oh,
yeah.
one thing about Kova that I'm gonna add. This is a line from Shongvu. Shongvu always said, "Kova looks like he's coming to battle you in Pokemon battle, but it ends up beating you in like football."
Yeah, man. Like, don't let his characteristic fool you, man. Dude, that guy, Minnesota, they at the tournament they had this little game where you had to throw the ball into the tiger. You know that game where they have like carnivals and stuff.
Yeah.
He won twice. He got two jerseys that they just had there.
Oh,
I
really?
was like, yeah, I tried. I was like, dude, I can't even get like, I think you get like 3 tries. I was like, I couldn't get one in. And he was like, dude, I got two. He brought it at the tent with both hands. He was like, so easy. So he's that fucking accurate, man. Like, and Kova's not the
Yeah.
tallest. I believe Kova's only like what 5'5", 5'6", and I'm 5'7". So, and our linemen are perfect for him. Then our linemen aren't the tallest, but our linemen, super underrated. Besides like Rocky, our center and our left guard, either side Rocky's not on, super underrated, super underappreciated. So when they play against us, perfect for Kova's view and everything to see us. So yeah, Kova number two, dude. That guy is. Everyone talks about him, and he's that legit. He's for real.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not just saying it,
Yeah.
but he's that good.
That's what Cash and Shum said too. They said that he's pretty much the best QB.
Yeah, like you could put him on a bad team, and he'll at least give you a decent chance of winning that game. Yeah,
That's how I feel about one player on my list. I'll tell you my list after. And then who's
I
number
probably
three?
know your list already.
Yeah.
Number three. Shoot. So much talent. Man. Quarterbacks are easy. I want to go like another position that I.
You went Mama's Boy 2 or 1, or was it Black Venom QB? Okay,
Black Venom's QB.
and then
Yep.
Kova.
Yeah, and then go. Yeah, yeah. The Black Venom's QB is that fucking good too. And shoot, number three. So hard, man. So much talent. Like someone like a game changer. Man, I just want to go all QBs. I mean, that's the easiest. But yeah, number three, going a different route. I gotta say, someone that impacted the game, like when I really saw him. Man, shoot, I want to say Charlie, wide receiver, nemesis, and
Yeah,
Villagers.
that guy's totally underappreciated, man. Charlie's good, man.
Yeah,
I say
he's.
he's on my
Oh,
list.
go ahead.
I'll just tell you that.
Yeah, yeah, he's what you want out of a receiver. 6 foot one, 6 foot. Can run every route tree. You know, amazing catching ability, catching radius, everything. Like he could play. He could play slot pretty damn good for being a tall dude. But putting him on the outside, you ain't stopping him on the outside. You know, because I was able to witness that. His nemesis days. Like I meant to tell him this, but even his quarterback said it. You know, I believe his nemesis quarterback was Chu, and he told me I drank. Yes, yes, I drank with him once, and hopefully Charlie hears this. But even uh, CX said I didn't use him enough. I didn't use him to his what he's capable of, what his abilities, and I saw what villagers were able to use him like, and he was like, I should have like, I should have did that when I had a time with him because they had another really good receiver. They had Peng.
Mm-hmm.
He's a shorter dude. He's only like 5'4". He is he's really good too, you know, and he can run every route tree. His catching is amazing. You know who I'm talking
I think
about?
I remember him.
Yeah, he's a shorter guy, but he's a beast wide receiver. But yeah, number three, Charlie for sure.
Yeah, Charlie was really young with them, though.
Yeah, he was too
I
young,
think he was.
but
Was he your age?
I think he's a year, 2 years younger than me.
Yeah, yeah, he was only like 16 or something when he was playing with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's pretty young. I don't know if he played when we started because I was 17. He had to be like 15.
Yeah. That's what
So
he was tall as too on the outside, on the right side.
yeah, yeah, like yeah, good receiver, good teammate for sure. Great receiver. Yeah, number four.
Hold on. Hey, if anyone listening, list your five. If you want to see your five matches are five.
Yeah, see how how they pick and choose theirs. Four. Man, I gotta go quarterback in, man. I gotta go one quarterback that that carried his team a lot is Lai. Oh yeah.
I would.
He he carried his team a lot. Like without him, they would be
Yep.
nowhere too. Yeah, because he ran Wisconsin like multiple years. They were like they were like the king of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They won like practically almost every tournament. So yeah, Lai definitely see Lai could do a lot of what Kova could do, but he's not as accurate. He's not as accurate as Kova. And like Kova could throw. The thing about Kova is that he could throw like off platform, and Lai can't do that. But Lai is a game changer. Like his speed, when he runs the ball, he's like the Michael Vick
Yeah.
at the time. Yeah. So definitely, Lai gotta be number four because I watched him play as a young come up, and even like being with T Wisconsin, he was the anchor all of the time.
Yeah.
So
I
definitely
would
him.
I would agree with that. And then
Yeah.
Rocky said low.
Number 5.
Was on Monsters. I don't know what that is though.
Yeah, I don't see like Monsters. They were good, you know. Like their defense was stout. Their defense was really really good, and they had awesome receivers,
Yeah, I remember
amazing receivers.
I did
They had
pancake
83.
the
They
linebacker
had
also.
wait what?
I pancaked the linebacker. This is the first time we ever played him. I pancaked him. I don't remember who he was, but if he's watching this, remember me.
Yeah, yeah. Those guys, they were pretty they were pretty rough too. They play you know they play they play like they're gonna come at you hard. Let's just put it at that.
Yeah, man. For real, I don't think Monster gets a lot of love. I mean, they didn't win many tournaments because they didn't play that long, but I don't know. I always thought they were good.
Yeah, they're good. They're definitely good at. Like I only won against them like once or twice throughout the 12 years. They're one team that is probably one of the teams that I lose to the
Yeah.
most. Like be on our team that we lose the most. I don't want to say we because there's, I joined 3 or I was in 3 teams. So career wise, lost to them like more than I won. So they are a legit team because we lost to them in the finals in one of the Green Bay tournaments, and I believe by a lot too.
So yeah, I always thought they were good. They always gave Nemesis and Bomb Squad and Hellraiser the best run. Because I would say those 4 were kind of like the who's gonna win Green Bay. The Green Bay tournaments was like always
Yeah,
because you didn't get a lot of Minnesota teams back in the day, unless it was like Labor Day and then we get a little bit more. But like those mini tournaments, it was always Monster, Bomb Squad, Hellraiser, and Nemesis.
yeah, like Minnesota, they got a lot of talent. I mean, I guess I'm being biased here too because Minnesota they got a lot of talent. I said one guy, and that's BV's quarterback. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be other guys that are like, oh yeah, he's better than him. But you know, the guys that I listed are like difference makers. They help their team a lot. And when Bound Squad went up to Minnesota, they got further than they got eliminated. They just couldn't get it to the finals. That's it. They won their games on Saturday. They knew who to stop. They knew who to stop. They knew who to stop. You stop the team. And the teams on Saturday when they play, they can't stop them. The teams that Bound Squad lose to are the elite teams when they meet in the Final Four or like the Final 6.
Yeah, I
That's the
definitely
team that they lose to. Yeah, that's why I named Life fourth. Like he's a difference maker.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And if people tell me otherwise, like if people tell me otherwise and be like, well, you can name a Minnesota guy, but is he going to carry his team like what Lai did? No, nope, no way, dude. Because I'm practically naming the players in the Midwest. I don't know a lot of California teams. I could say Lights Out's quarterback, because he's a beast too. But I only saw him like twice in YouTube videos. I can't say that.
That's why I'm waiting for Austin Lee to put his list down. He keeps messaging, but he doesn't put down his list.
And the 5th guy, you don't know him, but he's a receiver. He's a receiver that is a difference maker, and he plays for we beat them this past year. He's number 1. His number is number 1. Guys that are watch, hey, people that are watching, you guys know who I'm talking about. He's a receiver. He is ranked number 1. He's 5th on my list. He's I can't think of the name. I forgot the team name. I forgot. I forgot his name too, but
why you
like
him at number 5?
I put him at number 5 because he's a receiver that is carrying the offense. Like the quarterback is not even good, and the quarterback throws it to him, and he's catching it like over double coverage of dudes, and he's like 5'11". He's Mong too, and he was ranked #1 on these we get these random people ranking players. That's why guys were saying, oh yeah, the guys on my team were like, yeah, let's see how much time Rocky's gonna be saying top 10 because Rocky was top 10. Rocky was top 10. I was 70 or 80
Okay.
something out of all the Mong athletes. Yeah, and then they were making fun, they were trolling Rocky and seeing how much he's gonna be saying top players. But yeah, this guy was ranked #1. He was a receiver. He was ranked ahead of Kova. Kova was #2.
Really?
So yeah, he's 5th on my list. Yeah, this receiver is the real deal too. Damn, I just forgot the team name and his name.
Right.
Yeah, because we beat them. It's like we knew who to stop. We stopped him. He got like 1 catch on us, I think. But everybody else is just like, you guys not know the game plan? The game plan is to stop them. I'm not playing for you guys, and I can tell you that. They can't stop him. Like, he's catching over dudes and stuff. He's taking like 5-yard slants to the house. And this dude, I believe he played high school ball too. So
Okay. No, honestly,
pretty good.
didn't message anything. But yeah, so my I go from 5 to 1, and again, mine are usually like older dudes, just because all the younger people I don't really. I mean, I've been out of flag football for what? Besides that one random tournament we played in because my nephews wanted to play, been out probably 10 years, 12 years, at least 12 years.
Yeah,
I haven't played.
a long time.
I will say that the one tournament I played, I was pretty good at O-line, but number 5, I would say Sir from Nemesis, the running back. Like, dude, that dude was so fast. Like, it was crazy how quick he was for his size. I don't know if you remember him.
Was he the one with the calves? Dude, those calves were massive.
That dude was a monster at running back. Number 4, I'm gonna throw in Charlie. I think Charlie, like I said, like before, Charlie's for when he was playing, he was pretty young, and he played with Team Union for one tournament, and I think we took second. We lost to TCF with the last Hail Mary, I think. They call him the Hunter.
Oh, damn.
I don't know who Hunter is. That's probably the guy you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Hunter. That's him. He's fucking he's for real. Yeah, that guy, he's for real.
And then
I mean, I can honestly put him ahead of Charlie. That's how good he is.
The funny thing, Lee Kong message. I actually have Lee Kong third. People don't think Lee Kong's good, but dude, Lee Kong was all incredible. Like, he played quarterback, running back, receiver, safety, and I think he led us in everything. Yeah, I just thought Lee Kong was pretty good. He was super athletic, so it's pretty funny that he messaged. So, and again, I'm just naming people that I thought was good. So, and then number 2, I have Lai. Just everything you said before. And then number 1, I got CX Tao, because that motherfucker, man, you can never fucking sack him. Never sack him. If I ever I'm gonna ask if he tucks his flags in, because there's no way, like, damn, there's no way to sack that guy. Sometimes I feel like I have the flag in my hand. When I pull it, nothing comes out. But yeah, but Lee Kong's probably my most random one. But yeah, like I said, if you played with Incredibles, you knew how important Lee Kong was, because he legitimately carried Incredibles to multiple wins by himself when he was playing quarterback, and we're like, dude, just run it. Just run the ball.
Dude, I remember those days. I was playing tight end.
The funniest one was when we were playing. I want to say I think they were called TNT. Like, these are like no. Yeah, and then like, I mean, we were up by crap low, and he did a quarterback, pretty much just a quarterback run. He just ran it. Like, he just took off, and he started running like a robot. Like, that's how much we were winning by. That's what I'm like. But yeah, I think Lee Kong was like Lai, but we just weren't dedicated enough to get to that point where he would be seen as like the best. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, he did everything for you. He played quarterback, played receiver, played safety, linebacker, and then my other six would be Thompson. Like Thompson could be, he varies. And again, I am being a little biased just because I know them personally and I see
Yeah.
them play more. But you know, but yeah, and then I kind of throw Ty in there too. Ty's kind of like in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
because like it's crazy. Charlie, crazy. They're just talented. CX Tao and Lai were just good. They made the team that much better.
yeah, like, I mean, yeah, like you only played for like five 5 years, right?
Me?
About
I played like 3 years only.
well, close enough, but at the time, yeah. I mean, that list is just based off, what you see, like I was able to see 12 years, So yeah, I mean, I
I
have
didn't see
nothing
I
against
didn't see a
that.
lot of fun days.
Yeah, no, Sundays we play Saturdays. That was our goal.
But Austin's list is Kova, Mike, BVQB, Charlie, Nixon for Nemesis, and Doughboy for Nemesis.
Yeah, I see Nixon play. I don't know the fifth guy though, but yeah, Nixon's pretty good too.
Yeah, I remember the
I don't
Nixon.
know the fifth guy.
I don't remember the person itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, my picks are for almost every podcast I've done with like football players. They're pretty biased to like just like early 2000s, because like I I was out for a while. Like I didn't even watch I think I only watched the people I knew, but it's good to see that you're on Villagers and you guys are winning though. I mean that's great to see. You going from Incredibles to Villagers to winning J4.
yeah. I mean, everything helped me
You're gonna bring
helped
that up.
me
I'm gonna bring up
to.
the film.
Thanks, man. Like I appreciate it, man.
Mm.
But yeah, like I'm not taking anything for granted. Like all the teams that helped me, they helped me to where I'm at right now. Helped me to grow as a man, as an athlete. You know,
Mm.
yeah,
Then
for real.
the final question: was Austin Lee a good coach? I had to throw that one in there. I had Austin on
Hell no. I'm just kidding.
for the last one.
Um, yeah, yeah. Austin was a good coach. Like when we when they made Most Wanted, you know, I asked Thompson. I was like, "Hey, Thompson, is it cool if I come to practice, like play with you guys?" He's like, "Yeah, just come, man." And then Chai and everybody, you know, we all first started with Most Wanted, and then I was backup. I was like third string. I was behind guys, which I want to say, shoot, I was like 21, 22. But I knew my time was gonna come very soon, as long as I put work into it. And I worked so hard. I worked so hard that in the off season, like when days that well, not off season, in the summertime when we're not practicing on the weekdays, my cousin, we would go to Preble Park, and I would tell him to throw me 50 to 100 slants, like 3-4 times throughout the week. Slants, that's it. I don't run any other routes because I know slants are fast balls. I'm running a quick route. I seriously did do this. I'm not even joking around. Like, I'm not a person that makes shit up. And I put all this work in, and how Austin was able to see, how guys develop on the team, and he saw me, at practice. Like, I don't tell him none of my outside of practice that I do, and just him as a coach to, put us together as a team. There wasn't that much talent on Most Wanted. I'll tell you that right now. We win games. We won a few tournaments, not a lot. We probably won like 3 or 4. But shoot, being a team that isn't that talented and putting it together, and how he sees talent on the team and putting us in the right position to win. You know, he's a really good coach. You know, the reason why I'm saying a lot about me for this because I was able to, be coached by Austin and how he saw me develop, not outside, but at practice and in games, especially in games. All of a sudden, I just became starter. They saw me at practice. Thompson even told me, no one, I never told this to anybody else what Thompson said to me. Thompson, I'm gonna say it right now. Like Thompson was like, dude, Mong, you know that Austin said that. Damn, Mong's getting like better. He's getting better, and you know, I'm sure that Austin and Thompson, they had their own little talk because I think like I don't know if Thompson was captain. I don't remember who was all captain, but the guys are older too on our team. But yeah, Thompson told me that. I was like, damn man, I'm glad I'm hearing some positive stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like as a coach, Austin sees talent on the field, and there's times when you got to go to practice and having talent, giving us the best chance to win. And I went to practice every day. Like we practice Sundays for like 3 hours, and yeah, we made that time useful. I mean, at the time when he was coaching us before he moved to Milwaukee. Overall, and then my time with him with Villagers, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of Villager guys were young, egos were high. I was already coached by Austin, so I already, knew what, you know, he expected. And so I wasn't even a starter when I was with Villagers too, because they had Charlie, uh, they had some younger talent. Because I had to build my way up. I'm not just going there taking someone's spot. I think I became starter after like the second or third year, and then yeah, Austin was able to help the younger guys. Like, hey, you guys, we're playing as a team. We're not playing as yourself. We had guys on Villagers that they kind of played for themselves, but they played for the team too.
Mm-hmm.
So Austin was able to tell the younger guys like, yeah, put their ego down, and we started winning games. The playbook was really good too. The playbook was pretty much most wanted, but we just mixed it up. But we knew that Kova was so talented. Austin could use Kova in so many ways, and so he implemented, Kova's like strength and stuff, and the playbook, and yeah, putting guys in really good position. And we there's another coach that is not being mentioned, and he's from Chicago. I believe his name is uh, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Lang or something like that. He's Charlie's uncle, but yeah, he helped Austin. I believe I don't know if it was Austin's first year or second year, but I don't. Yeah, they did coach together 1 year together. Um, he was able to bring his nemesis plays and mesh it with Austin's plays, and that was like perfect. That's what we lost 2016. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, overall, Austin's a really good coach. Through the years that I've been coached by him, good players coach, good offensive minded coach, uh, able to bring the guys together, you know, see talent, see how guys develop. Yeah, good
Yeah.
coach overall. Definitely,
Right.
I would
Yeah.
recommend him. If he stuck with coaching, he would have won a J4. 2018, you would have won it. You would have won it, Coach.
Rocky said, Coach Lou.
Coach Lou. He
Is
he
that is that
wasn't that's Charlie's uncle.
Charlie's uncle? Okay.
Yeah. He was Nemesis's coach, and then he left Nemesis, and Nemesis
Oh,
won J4.
okay. I think I remember that guy. He's short, kind of bald, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think he wears like a visor. But I think I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. He does wear a cap at practice a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know what you're talking about. But yeah, but no, I said people listening that they don't know. Yeah, we always dig on Austin back and forth. But well, that's nice to hear. 'Cause, like, I always joke with Austin. Rocky has a
Yeah.
couple of shout outs to Coach Kong. Is it Poj? Jason, Steven, Austin. Special shout out to Fong.
Yeah.
And also say he got married.
Coaches.
I don't think so. I think Austin knew that he left to make you guys better, so he did. but yeah, those are all the questions I got for you. I do apologize to everyone that was watching that we started an hour later than our normal time, but thanks, Mong, 99 everything world champ for being on with us today. So we can get Rocky on, but yeah, this is an incredible podcast. Like I said, we try to represent all the Hmong athletes in sports and whatever. We're gonna have a bunch of other stuff. So, but hopefully we get you on again, Mong. With other topics on hand besides just your personal experience with flag football.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I want to give a big shout out to the Incredibles podcast for having me, and apologize that Rocky couldn't make it, and hopefully we could get him on next time. And yeah, big shout outs to all my coaches, and all my teammates. And this was an amazing podcast. Hey, everybody, like an Incredibles podcast, follow it, share it. Next time they have it, enjoy watching them. It could be other topics too. It's not just Hmong flag football, like what Billy just said. It could be the NBA, which I could talk about the NBA, NFL. We could talk about the Packers, anything. Maybe some Minnesota people wants to get on too, but what their perspective view, just bring some knowledge to Bill. Even though like he hasn't played, but just us Hmong athletes, we could spill some stuff out for our view, for their view, for an Incredibles podcast viewers. So yeah, definitely, man, like it, follow it, watch their next podcast, guys.
Thanks, Mong. And last dig at Austin. Austin, since you couldn't get the world champ, I got the cheese belt for you. So yeah, Austin, you can get the cheese belt since you're not a world champ. All right, thanks, Mong.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
All right.